All right, so let's see what's going on with the family. One card in the same position as the first spread. Interesting, and actually most of the same cards in the advice column. All right, so we have the King of Wands, Chariot in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. All right. I feel like this has to do with a father figure. And a sense of control. And I don't necessarily mean that in a negative connotation. I get that this child has a lot of confidence in their father, but there's something that does I guess present a challenge. Somehow the control factor presents a challenge having to do with the father. I'm also picking up to just be mindful of not letting pride get in the way of being what's the best word? Not let pride get in the way of interactions with this child. And this is, I'm speaking to the paternal figure in this child's life. It's just to a mindfulness nudge as far as the child has a lot of faith in this father figure. But be mindful to not let them to not hand down pride to them as a legacy. And I mean pride in the negative sense, as far as being too proud to, A, B, or C. Not letting ego and pride get in the way of this relationship, because they do look up to you and have so much confidence in you. Just be mindful of that fact, and that of course they do look up to you and are in awe of you, but just keep mindful about the influence you have on them. And so with that, I guess the best way to put it, with that, they're looking up to you and being in awe of you, of course. And even just as a parent, it gives you all the power in the world. But in addition to that, they actually like you. Besides love you, they actually like you and respect you, and in awe and are in awe of you. To not be mindful that with that kind of power in someone's life comes the responsibility to be mindful of I don't know why it's being given to me this way, the idol that you become for them. To just keep that in mind, that it's an easy place to be. You've already got your respect, their respect. You've already got their love. but don't use it as a control factor. Be mindful of not doing that, because you hold such a significant place and pedestal in their life. So anyway, Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel in the reverse, and Ray in the reverse are the advice cards for this King of Wands. I feel like this is having to do with an announcement or something that needs to be talked about. But may not have been or may not be communicated in the best way possible. May be much more control in this communication, an aspect of controlling, as parents are wont to do often. But there may be that aspect in this talk with the child. But just keep in mind that when you structure your communication, to be mindful not to let it be about control, but about nurturing your place and meaning in their life from a place of confidence and love, without control and pride. I think that's the best way to put it. Okay, and then, so that's that guidance. And the best way to do this, I'm seeing, is through just taking time before you structure the conversation and have it, take the time to really think it out from your viewpoint, of course, but also from theirs, and how that might play out for them, not just now, but down the line, and what they might pick up from you regarding how you relay things in the conversation that might have lasting effects for the positive or for the negative. So the Chariot, I'm getting that well, a couple of things. The first thing I got was that some sort of imbalance has stalled you all from going places. It could be physical travel, it could just be metaphorically getting to where you want to be as a family, or like I said, it could be physically. You're not traveling, you're not getting out and going places. I don't know if this has to do with health or not, but it could for some of you be that. Excuse me. But yeah. I'm getting that even drives, like you don't have to go out and go places, like, and get out of the car, go somewhere and get out and attend something outside of the car. It doesn't have to necessarily be that type of trip or destination, but I'm getting that even if you can go for a drive, a ride, just to get out and to see different places, even if you never get out of the car, a long Sunday drive somewhere or a short Sunday drive somewhere around a scenic neighborhood or route, as a family, or parent to child, father or mother to child, that would be really helpful, a really nice experience for this Aries child. Because it looks like that there may be something stalled in that area that hasn't been happening. And if it's less related to physical travel and more related to not going anywhere as far as in the direction of your goals, where you want to be as a family, it's showing that that's kind of also sucking some of the joy out of the home experience here. So it would be a good idea so back to this balance, career and home life, Isis card, would be a good idea to find a way to come together in that sense, and either drive towards your goals or literally take a drive as a family, or as as a family. That's something that's also very nurturing and nourishing for this child. And it also brings them peace. It helps them feel more at ease and more serene in the fact that, we are in this together. We are doing this together. I don't know what a better way to put that, but this is all about approaching things, or beginning to approach things again, if there has been a reason that you have not been able to drive as a family, or go towards your goals as a family. If something has stalled that, it would be very beneficial to this child to begin to do so again, find a way to do so again, to start working towards that, help put some joy back into their family and home life. All right, so I think this is having to do with, this Knight of Pentacles is having to do with charity work. I don't know if this child, Aries child we're talking about, is a teen, or preteen, somewhere in that area. They don't have to be, but that's what I'm seeing or getting. That it's almost like they're, like this night, like they're in apprentice mode and extremely impressionable in this stage of their life, this month in particular, and beginning something, if you haven't already done so, beginning something like a tradition of charity work together as a family, helping them give to others, give back. Will also, again, there's the yellow as well, also help put some joy into this child's life, that they may, in areas where they may be lacking it. It's a very pure thing to do, and it's hard to find fault in that type of action, doing something like that, doing charity work. So it's an uplifting thing. That you can help them do and do with them. That will, again, somehow find its way to nourishing and nurturing their soul. That they seem to really be in search for, is the best way I can put it. Be seeking. So if you can help them in that way, that would be one really good idea. Another tool to help them nourish their soul and find a little bit more joy. Do that with them. This will also, some of the same cards repeating, help them find Krishna, find the blessings in your current situation. It'll help them see the blessings that they already have. Getting into charity work, and it may motivate them, it may inspire them to things that we can't, or you can't even see yet as parents. You never know what foundation or what seed that may plant in them. And then we have, as the last advice card, Oshun, drink more water again, this time in the upright. And this is really just speaking more about how doing this type of thing with your child, or even if it's just encouraging them to do it if they're old enough. But I think there's more of a family dynamic in this. Will nourish their soul, bring joy to their soul. It'll quench some of the thirst that's in their soul. Okay?